What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play 7 Nights Flashpoint, Chrome difficulty loud only challenge. Rules are you can't use silencers and you can't turn off security devices that don't deal damage. We are getting ready to run 11th Hour here. It's due very soon, and unfortunately, we sort by highest level. Our two best characters are critically wounded for a long time. So the main character, Cyber Knight, can't run, Gunslinger can't run, and these are my two best characters. I don't think it's particularly close. They're my two best characters, and they're out. We got really injured during cube run. Confirmed it was due to a bug. That bug is getting fixed. I've turned off some of the fast forwarding options to try to, handle that. Otherwise, though, Ospas is back, so we'll just kind of go through their abilities real quick. So as capped out on JTAG as quick as you can be, without going into the bug duration talents. On the soldier tree, he's got the recharge is fine. We've got we're not all the way there. At least we got some accuracy, but obviously he's not done. He's get to level 14 or so to cap out coordinated charge, which would be good though when he can do it. We're pulling in Saucy, who was in the last mission. Thankfully she didn't get hurt. She's got typical maxed out Glasswalker, and then she's also rushing coordinated charge. She's meant to be a more supportive character, but she's something got to be dealing a bunch of damage for us. So this one has all the accuracy bonuses, and then doesn't have the recharge. So right, a lot of move speed, but no recharge rate. And then we've got Hades here, who is similar in the Vanguard tree, but also going for Strike Zone, JTAC again. Choosing for this character to be more supportive overall, but hold sniper rifles, a bunch of you'll go skull shot and stuff when you have time for that. But the big change is that I decided that I was going to respec my hacker. We kept packet loss because there are landmines in this mission. But the big thing is he is going for the full auto, I think actually full auto soldier spec here. So I know I've been having everyone go to coordinated charge, get this buff. I think it is very, very good, so we should get it every time. But we have taken all of the full auto recoil reduction on Iron Grip with 20% ballistic pure damage. We took a single point in marker sights. We took a single point in Overwatch. The big thing, though, is Savagery. So Savagery is not good until you can get the last point here. So you have to get, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus running at 6 points in Savagery is finally good. Ignore the long range accuracy thing. The big thing is we get some flat crit chance, but the bigger thing is 50% ballistic pure damage upgrade. Is somewhere between deal double and deal 4x damage based on what target it is. And you get it for 2 turns with about 1 turn off. Now you have to get a kill first to trigger this, and then follow-up attacks in that turn and the next turn are better. So it's really 50% uptime, but this is an absurd amount of damage with 50% uptime. This basically says deal double damage as a character, roughly, for 6 points is very good, obviously. And then recoup does something kind of similar, where on a 4-turn cooldown with 2 charges, I can basically recoup the entire action point cost of a full auto, which is pretty good when you consider, I kill with Savagery, gives me crit chance. If I can shoot again, recoup pops, I can shoot again, I get another crit, again, and so you can get 3 full autos in a turn, which is very, very, very good. And so that's going to be kind of the hope here, is that Saadhak is done being the guy that everyone protects as he goes for the hacking. Instead, he is the guy who kills everyone. So we're kid as well as we can. The duff thing, though, is that this is power level 10 on scaled power level, right? I'm 4.39, PL is 10. 10 is the current cap in the game right now. It is early access. They're not done doing the difficulty tuning, all those things, but yeah, no tokens available. There's no point in using a token here either. This doesn't matter to me. Anyway, yeah, so this is the highest power enemies can be in the current game in early access, and I'm missing my 2 strongest characters, and it's permadeath, and I can't play stealthily. I truly expect to lose people on this mission. I guess we'll see, but this is the squad. Yeah, we've got what we can. Upgraded weaponry here, upgraded weaponry here, better assault rifle, and better assault rifle. We've got a lot of smokes, we've got a lot of stuns. Everyone's got a stun. The 2 snipers have healing. These guys have they have healing plus shock mines, and these guys have smoke grenades plus concussion grenades. So they'll be close enough for the grenades to actually land. All right, we'll see how we do. I do need device disabling. I've got 2 vanguards and a hacker for that. I am out of SimStream tokens, so I can't do any further updates there. I would have been. Yes, we can kind of go through the text real quick. Sorry. We got to get all the way over there. You can get the red key from one of the captains, or hack the Matrix Terminal. I am not going to hack the Matrix Terminal, by the way. So I am missing many of the good buffs, right? I don't have Tactical Surge, which is a really big deal. That AP boost really matters. One thing I want to try to get in the habit of, since he's got the lower coordinated charge cooldown, is Aspas goes first, then on turn 3 the other buff, then he goes again on 5, and then I think it'll have to wait until turn 8 to get the next buff, but that way we get to, like, I think chain them together the best they could be. So you're going to still delay. These guards being at 14 means we're not really worried about what's possible for them. The tough thing is, though, that your initiative is low, and I want to make sure we can all act. So I guess one consideration could be, like, we kill this guy, let him move whenever his turn is. That way I don't want... That's why this guy doesn't run away. Now, the annoying thing, actually, is that he's got high armor, right? So power level 10 means 500 health, and even just the sword guys have 75 armor with protection point. The shotgunners, 375 health, not too bad. 40 armor is pretty normal for them. But yeah, so these guys are really tanky, and unfortunately, sniper rifles are bad at killing high armor. Revolvers are pretty good at it, but snipers are bad. So I think... Yeah, so the tough thing is, I do want to open up on him before he moves, because he's going to walk away almost certainly on his turn. So I'm going to run up, and I'm going to try to get a buff zone good enough that we can use it well. Do something like this. And then I think I'm willing to throw down a strike zone, acknowledging that I'm going to have 2 strike zones ultimately. And I'm going to risk that they're going to walk into it. So I'm buffing my hit chance as hard as I can. And then it's revolver shot 1. Revolver shot 2. That crit was nice. Cool, so they might run toward me now. If they do, that's actually a good thing. He's done. And I think the rest we can yield and let this guy actually try to move up. I think he can't kill me. So we'll let him act and see if he wants to. Yeah, okay, he's going away. So, yeah, that's too bad. My strike zone's kind of useless. It was still helping. It helped get that 1 kill, but a bit of a waste of resources, to be completely honest. All right, we could. I don't want to actually try to bypass him. I want to make sure we can get what we can here. So, his initiative roll is a 19, and his weapon is an AR. Okay. You've got an AR as well, and you're really far away. I do want to start shooting these guards. I don't care about escalation so much as I want to just kind of get my damage out. Yeah, no one's in his space range. I can't get the crit chance for that. So the problem is no one else is going to be in range to deal any good damage. So I'm like, I think I want to aggro him, just to aggro him. That crit was great. She's done for now, but that crit's actually really useful. So try to fight from inside the buff if we can. Obviously, we now know where a lot of the guards are. They will probably be told to move toward me. I don't have a reason to spend action points right now, so I can end his turn. They're going before me, but I'm not worried about that just yet. I just want to be, in cover, and I want to be ready to act when it's time to go. I also want to be in J-Tech if I can, but that's not going to be as likely. Yeah, it's kind of too open, so I think it's just stand here. And ideally, we shoot a bunch from inside these buff zones. That would be the best way of running this. Alright, so 3 guards have been told to come towards me. Cool. Alright, you found a corpse. We'll try to kill you. You're just standing around. You could have been shootable in the previous turn. Are you going to find me, or am I okay still? Okay, you're still fine. You're far away, I don't care. Okay, I'm going to delay until these 2 have burned their turns as well. I will throw down a strike zone, though. I feel like we're going to shoot. Catching everyone will be kind of hard, but I think this is going to be the play. We don't get her turn back until a while, so I wanted to throw that down. Alright, what do you guys got? Okay, you're running away, unfortunately. That's too bad. At least the other 3 are inside a strike zone as far as I can tell. Yeah, you're not moving. You're only turning, so you should still be debuffed. Double check. Yep, debuffed, debuffed, debuffed. Their rolls are pretty good, but we just gotta get what we can. So, welcome to the show. Saadhak, it's time for you to... Okay, so here's the weird thing I want to try to min-max here, okay? I want to get somebody low so that he can actually get the kill and then just completely wreck people with Savagery. So what I have these people do is, yeah, so my crit chance here is 50%. So if I crit, you instantly die. Like, we'll double check this, right? This weapon crits for double damage? Okay, so there's a chance even if I crit, you don't kill. So I'm going to take that risk. Okay, we killed anyway. Alright, well, let's try again. 50% crit. Killed anyway. Actually, wait. I have stealth crit, right? Oh, yeah, so, okay, the stealth crit's actually 2.5x, so of course it killed. Alright, just kidding. Oh, well. At least they're down. But it means I'm going to have a hard time manicuring this, this really significant damage increase. So I can... Where can I go? I can go... There's a spot. I saw it. Right? There's like 1 pixel, right? There. Okay, if I stand on that pixel, he'll lean over and shoot. Yeah, the primary downside is that I don't have a good way of propping Savagery. So, it is what it is. No, you told me I could shoot him! Okay, you know what, fine. Just run to some other part of cover. It's fine. I'm not in JTAC, I have no way around that. The important thing, though, is at least he's debuffed, so the hit chance is really good, and the crit chance is there. I think full auto is better than revolver. I mean, we can see, right? We can compare. Oh, it's close. I want this for the armor shred, though. Like, the damage is not going to be high no matter what, but the armor shred matters here. For exactly that reason. Okay, that makes life easier. If I could have moved my turns in a different way, I would have. Yeah, problem is you're just, like, behind this box, which makes life difficult. I still want to be in some level of cover, so I might shoot from, like, here. Like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot from here. And then I'll, like, move out and, like, hide behind a box after I'm done acting. So it's like, we go here. That's a lot of damage. And then the question I basically have is... Let's see. So who has, like... Honestly, I'm kind of feeling like just taking the shot and it's going to be okay. I have a decent amount of cover overall, and these guys are, like, reasonably far. We didn't crit, but I've got my other character going soon. We're getting a really big escalation, but I don't have a way around that. I just need you to hit. I need you to guarantee that you hit this. Which, actually, I can't... Well, no, Hades goes first, so it should be fine. But I can't fully guarantee that we hit, which is a little scary. Other note is that no one else has JTAC up, so... If I cast this, we don't get another one for a while. And so I'm trying to think, like, do I want to... Because you haven't learned it yet, right? Hades doesn't have it. We're gonna pop Glasswalker on every single person. We're gonna have that, you know, immediately go on cooldown. That's not a guaranteed hit, but he's in strike zone, which should land. So I'm gonna walk up. I think I'm allowed to walk up there, and it's okay. This will be like a little bit far back, but I think this will be over 80%. Yeah, it is. Okay. So because of strike zone, this is gonna hit. The 15% hit chance is a pretty big deal. Cool. We hear gunfire, and we get a red key. So there we go. So part 1 of this mission is fine. Part 1 of this mission is like a normal mission. Here's the escalation. Glasswalker pops. They arm some mines. It's fine. We can walk around those. Alright, and the cool thing is Glasswalker stacks, which I'm very happy about. So they each burned 1 charge, and we actually get to stack it. So everyone has 8 action points and 1,000,000 bonus initiative. I am, by the way, very, very happy that Glasswalker stacks. I think it'd be really, really sad, because you have no control over it, right? Like, you can't say, oh no, only this Vanguard use it. So I'm quite glad that the game rules, like, favor the player. I think I mentioned this before, but I think it's generally correct that game rules favor the player when it's at all realistic to do so. Especially when they don't have any control over it. But it makes games feel better, usually, to play. For, like, not actually that much power. Because, like, it's like, you know, there's not that much power, like, you know, in terms of, like, you know, team pre-planning or whatever, and be like, but I can Glasswalker twice. It's like, no, you just do it because, like, your players should be able to have fun. So I'm a fan of how they approach that. It's cool when the game feels like it works in your favor, basically. Anyway. Okay, he's not dead. That's fine. We got other people who can shoot. He has to, like, man, he has to run all the way back over to do this. Oh no, she's blocking line of sight. Ooh. Okay, I barely have a shot here. Oh, that's not great, but obviously it has to be done. I didn't really plan this out very well. Okay, I hope the game doesn't lie to me. Let's skull shot for the AP. That's guaranteed to graze at least. So I get 3 AP back. I'm not getting any other shots here. There's like no way. But I'm not too worried about these guys. I can at least hide from them. So we've got 3 active guards, or 4 active guards. Most of them are way too far away, so it's fine. I'm going to have most of these guys yield for now. Because I'm not going to get caught here. Not yet, anyway. Let's put you behind this box. I'm actually going to go only 1 square up. Because you're still behind the box while I'm doing this, so it's fine. That way I can, like, maximize my turn later. So I'm not too worried about you. You're investigating. You just... There's no way you get that... Yeah, you're done there. Yeah, this is fine. As long as guards have above a 10 initiative, you can always yield behind them. Because, you know, if you're at 11, you can go to 1. You're going to get that far. Yep, cool. Okay, cheated you up. That's fine. Alrighty, and then one more to see what you're doing. You're the only roughly dangerous one. You're probably going to see a corpse or something. Oh, wait, I didn't go that far. Cool. Alright, so Aspas has very little he can do. It feels like we've got a pretty good JTAC here. I'm going to throw it pretty far up. Like around here. That's probably roughly where there's going to be some fights. Can I get line of sight for 1 AP? I can get line of sight for 2. And not even really. Because, like, I can use my revolver for 2, but no one's going to be in range for that. I mean, I could try... Wow, I can go here? What's your roll? I mean, you're at 13 and we still have Glasswalker on. I'm pretty sure I'm okay. We'll take the shot. It'll raise some more escalation at some point, but, like... This feels reasonable. It's not, like, the most accurate shot, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you've already had your turns. We don't have any strike zones we can put down. Nice hit. Alright, I think it's time for the full auto shenanigans, finally. Okay, so if I'm here, I'm gonna shoot the first guy. And I hope that I crit. It would be great if I crit. I would be really excited if I crit. Other question is, do I want to shoot the revolver instead? Not a guaranteed graze, but it's also very likely to hit. The reason I want to go like this is, I'm gonna take the regular shot here. It's less crit chance, but it's likely to kill. It didn't kill, so fuck. Damn. I low rolled. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna full auto just to try to get the crit here. I didn't get it. Yeah, so I have Savagery on, but it doesn't matter. Because I have no AP to spend it on. So... let's see. If you end your turn, your minimum roll is 22. Yeah, okay, you're just going to run at them. I don't care if they see me, legitimately. Next turn is going to be just try to kill everyone. And I'm pretty sure I can find a spot where both of you are shootable. Can I run you this way? That's what I believe to be true. I hope it actually is, but my initial roll is going to be good, so I'm not worried about it. So you're done for now. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is actually pop coordinated charge. I'm actually like really late on this one. I like actually forgot. That would have been useful. Oh well, get it now at least. Have some accuracy. I still didn't catch him. Oh well. Yeah, you only do so much. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down anticipation purely for the crit chance. I'm not going to predict any movements. I don't care where you're going. I'm shooting you no matter what. If I walked really far out, I could maybe get them both in the full auto, which I want to do here. So let's try. So I get seen. Sadly, the cone is a little bit too narrow. That's too bad. Oh well. Pretty good crit. I'm going to do the same for you, actually. I'm never going to let you act on your turn. I'm just going to do this for the crit chance. And I'm going to let her stand there and end her turn. More escalations, probably. Glasswalker pops again. And we're getting seen by the camera. Can't do much about that, though. I don't see any new guards, but I'm also not sure I need a strike zone or anything. Let's see, so I can walk to here, but I want to be in JTAC, so... Let's walk in. We get our key. There we go. That's not great accuracy, but I only have 5 action points, so I've got to get pretty far up to get good shots here. Okay, how's that gonna look? Yeah, it's gonna kill. Okay, down goes 1. Crit chance, of course, didn't matter. I don't want to have this guy run at me and catch me, but there's only 3 guards left, so it's not too concerning. I think for now I can just yield and figure out what everyone else is doing. Obviously, we have a ton of initiative. I want to shred this guy's armor, so I'm going to reload to start, and then... Actually, here. I'm gonna see if I can get... Here. I want to try to show off the damage of Savagery here. So can I get both of you in line of sight? Absolutely not. That's fine. So reload. Try to get line of sight for 1 AP. There we go. Probably should have just shot full auto first. This damage doesn't look amazing, but it is. And there we go. See, there's the bonus action points, and he's still going. And imagine I could hit 2 people at once or 3 people at once, because this gun can hit, I think, 7 bullets. So I can actually get just a ton of hits on people. Yeah, so he's still going, by the way. And now we can shoot at this guy. So yeah, imagine like there's not so much cover and I'm sad. I'm very sad. Hit chance kind of sucks here. Oh, I could have Iron Grip at the start. That would have been smarter. Generate much less recoil, deal much more damage. Okay, now the problem is, now that he's alert, so I have to get this kill, or I've like completely griefed myself. So not in marker sight's range. This shot should be like okay. I'm gonna guess like 60% to hit. 68. Good job. All right, only 1 guard left, and he's nowhere close to in range. I'm actually gonna delay and let him run to me. Yeah, you've been told to go investigate. Of course you have. Plenty of corpses, but you rolled a 17, so I don't care about you. I figure I might as well grab this loot box. It's pretty much free. I'm not really in danger to these guys anymore. Gold cubes. A damage crafting mod. You're going to run over there. I'm not in range of hitting anybody, so you're just going to cross the camera. It is what it is. I'm not going to bother hacking this. I don't have any of the talents loaded, and it's just not worth it. I probably could suffer through it slowly but surely, but without hard shell, I'm guaranteed to take damage every turn, and it's just like completely not worth it as far as I'm concerned. So reinforcements, but they are behind me. I should not have to worry about them at all. Ammo is a bit low. It's got to be a little cautious. I'm going to yield, have Hades do the beginning damage part. Okay, well, let's run a couple squares forward. By running to there, I'm guaranteed within normal range. I don't get surprised anymore, but it's fine. Nice. About a 50% chance to hit both those. We did. We take those. Get seen by the camera. No way around it. But no more guaranteed escalation. So let's just run on up toward the exits. We're chilling. All right, part 1. Part 1 is not the hard part. Okay, crafting spec for some grenades. Neat. Those obviously are a concern, or can be. Now, there is a enemy spawn here, potentially. That said, it's not going to happen on this turn, because we're not getting any escalation yet. Run up to the squad for use of coordinated charge. I will pop it next turn, I suppose, because they're already buffed this turn anyway. Okay, so They might find bodies, and if they do, it's going to raise security tally. That got pretty far, but that's about 6 AP. You're patrolling over to there, it's fine. And then you're running over there. Okay, so next turn we get the escalation. And in fact, he got a good initiative roll, so he's like kind of up there, but I'm gonna yield a little. Actually, no, our rolls are kind of mediocre. Okay, so we gotta get around. Well, I can jam kit this mine. That's probably like slightly correct. I've got 4 total disables on my squad. Okay, they're not close to me, so I'm going to delay and let Aspas throw it on coordinated charge here. Yeah, so he's on a patrol. He sees a corpse. We're clearly close to the exit. I'm just going to stand there. Just trying to get away from, like, if they move the perfect distance in perfect, like, direction, you know, please don't catch me. Only really need those 2. We'll run you up, and then Hacker will get close to the door. Okay. Alright, well, we're making it over there. Cool. So we'll get an escalation, it won't matter. We'll be out during turn 7. Elevator has been called. You can end here. You can jam kit this mine. Stand on the exit. I'll have you wait around. In case for some reason we need bodies. Well, there are people right there, but we popped Glasswalker, so it should be fine. And also, reinforcements always have low initiative at start, so I'm not terribly concerned. Alright. On we go. You don't usually have to manually extract. I think it's only solo hack missions that have to manually extract. Alright, so we got a mediocre first taste of Savagery plus Recoup. Okay, there we go. See, we have to extract. But the real show is now. So there's our guy. Right, we gotta save him. So it's all the way across the map, right? There's some high ground here. There's a reinforcement point here, reinforcement point here. Basically, anything that looks like a door can have people. This is not playable space. It's under the map, basically. So these don't matter, but, like, this is a point. Obviously, there's loot here and a guy to save. This could be considered a point. That's a point. Obviously, we're coming in here, so... You know, we're obviously trying to go this way. As a spoiler, there will be landmines that show up here. And I think you have to disable 2 to 3 of them at any given time to, like, path in then out. So it's why I ensured that I had some disablers. There's only one guard right now who can see us, or that we can see. But trust me, this is fake long term. There are many more. And so basically, because we're playing loud, we have to get a lot of kills pretty early. So I need to think about where our, like, kill zones actually are, like where we're attacking from. So all you have is strike zone. And I think letting this guy just... I kind of don't want to let him turn on his turn. I kind of want to kill him before he... Because I want the stealth attack, basically. So coordinated charge. And then where can you best shoot from, basically? I mean, you can shoot from up there, but I want to go as far forward as I can. I know the farther up I go, the louder my gun is, like the more people hear it. And so we get more escalations that way. I mean, that's the tough thing, right? Is I want to use JTAC, I want to use something like Strike Zone. I want to kill this guy. My crit chance here is not great. So I'm trying to think, like, where I'm going to fight from. Because there's going to be guards, right? Like, there's probably a guard here with some barricades. There's probably a guard, like, standing on this thing. There's probably some guards, like, holding this. And, like, there's maybe someone, like, here or something, right? you know, maybe like someone's holding this door, right? So someone's like here-ish or something, right? Like the designers tend to put in sensible like guard positions, and so it's like, well, I'm trying to guess who's going to hear the sniper rifle. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to shoot from so that I can use JTAC effectively, and it's probably going to be like, honestly, it's probably going to be like here. That's probably the actual zone for it, and it's probably not worth strike zoning something like this. So the thing is, I really want the crit chance, but there's no way I do anything. Yeah, I just feel like, no, I feel like I just shoot twice, and it is what it is. And if people hear the shots, yep, you hear the shots. At least he's dead. I could have skull shotted. I probably should have skull shot to get the action points back. I think that was a mistake. But of course, there are 3 guards. So this is by the audio range of the gun, and so there's no guards closer than this, right? Otherwise, they would have ratted on me. So that's the audio range, and there's no guards closer than this, which means the rest of our movements are, you know, quote unquote safe. The downside being, what are the initiative rolls and how afraid do we have to be? One thing I want to try, actually, I want to try this. So I haven't done this before with this mission, but okay, so here's a spoiler. There is a very, very strong reinforcement position that comes in here. I've played this mission before. This is why I know I'm afraid of this one. It's extremely, extremely strong. It is stronger than the Header Wave we had 6 missions ago or whatever. So I'm curious what if we just tried running these guys and fought them at the very start, and we didn't go here until the end, and we played for this. There's some real danger in doing that. It could be catastrophically horrible. But Glasswalker will pop. We'll get a bunch of, you know, action points. I have, you know, these various consumables, these stuns, these smokes, and whatnot to play and cover. And so I could try to be like, now, what if we just tried to kill them? I'm just not sure it would be good, is the problem. I'm not sure it would actually be, like, mission success. But the problem with going this way is that these guards will obviously aggro, and these guys will hear gunfire, and eventually... So it's like, I kind of want to take the fight to them and, like, see how that goes. It's potentially very, very poor, but I kind of want to see how it goes. So I can walk up here, right? This would be fine. And so for funsies, I'm going to try the mission a different way and just, like, play it extremely loud. And, like, again, these things are going to have, like, 1,000 health and 80% damage reduction, but I want to try it out. So I'm going to. It might be GG. We'll see, but I don't believe I could, like, and you can see, like, here's the other sets, right? There's more guards here. There's going to be more up here. And it's like, there's just so much stuff that I want to see what it looks like to play it out in a different way. And so one thing I need to consider is that I do want to trigger security escalation on this turn, because I want Glasswalker to pop so that we go first and get to fight kill these 2 guards. Yeah, I basically want a security escalation. So I'm gonna run here and get spotted on purpose. So that, and the problem is my sniper is not gonna be in this range. So you get seen. There's escalation to 11. So these initial rolls don't matter because Glasswalker is +7. The only downside is, again, we didn't move him forward, and so we don't have a great, like, unless I stay back on purpose, which I might do actually. Right, like if let's see, what's the range in this, right? Glasswalker is 25 meters, and okay, it shows you how far you go. Cool. So if I only go like 23, 24 meters, like obviously this is too far, right? This is 31, so you're not buffing Aspas. But if I went something like this, yeah, please stay up. Okay, well, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, so if I ran to here, I'm easily in range of the rest of my team. And I've got a sniper rifle, so it's not like I'm going to have a bad time shooting anyone. An alternative is to go a little bit less far, stand here instead, and that way I can shoot him once. Which is going to raise some more alarm. I don't really care, though. The important thing is just putting strike zone down. It's not the best strike zone is the problem, because I'm only going to catch these 2 guys. Okay, so the problem is, if I strike zone here, right? I don't have another one, and it's not going to catch these guys. But, and then if I want Aspas to go strike zone down, he's got to run really far up to, like, here to land it. whereas Hades could walk like a little bit far to get it, right? And there's value in that. Again, I can't run too far. I mean, I could have run a little bit farther than I currently did, right? I can go to here and he's still only 24 meters away. The problem is actually having line of sight on this is going to require probably stepping up all the way to there. And it's 28 meters, so I think I do want to... I think I want to do this. I have to spend 1 AP next turn probably moving. Unless I do it like... Yeah, I think I need to stand up here, right? I think it just has to happen. So, 25 meters. We'll go to here. That should be functional. That should be in Glasswalker range. Obviously, if I was like planning it better, we could have... I mean, we still get the entire team no matter what, but this will put Strike Zone on... I'll save it for a turn, because now I don't know for sure where I want to put it down. But Glasswalker should pop. We should get the entire squad. And Saadhak's going to be at 19. Actually, no, he'll be at higher because we'll have both Glasswalkers pop. So this should be okay. And then she should Glasswalker as well, I think. Or no. Oh, did it only have one of them pop? I guess we'll find out. I only see 7 AP, so it looks like it only had one of them go. Oh, here we go. If the Brauk Executioner reaches Nic, he will be dead. While they're unaware or suspicious, they will go slowly. Okay, so let's see. What's going on with Glasswalker overall? Yours popped. Did hers not? Oh, hers didn't pop. Okay, so only Hades is popped. So I didn't get the double buff here. Which means, unfortunately, Saadhak is only at 19. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so there's these guys. We probably want to let them act like... Oh my gosh. Okay. So every other time I've run this mission, these guys spawned as robot infantry. So obviously this person's invincible, right? 1380 HP and 92 damage reduction. But these two were normally they were robots. We normally had mechanized infantry. So this is my first time running this where they're not mechs, which makes the mission significantly easier. Like, this person's still nigh on invulnerable until we can armor shred her, but like... Yeah, it's a lot of health and a lot of armor. We deal 8% damage. Okay, so I don't want to alert her at the start. I feel like we can let them walk out. I mean, what are their guns, though, right? You've got Urban Assault, Revolver, Urban Assault. So the ranges are like 20 meters only, roughly. And yeah, if I go here, I have like quote-unquote line of sight, but the range is too high. It's 54 meters. So obviously we're going to have to use JTAC. I really wish I had... Well, we're going to get a big escalation. We're going to get Glasswalker to pop on everybody soon. But... Okay, I just need to start taking fights, right? Looks like that is reasonable. It gives me a shot. I could put down JTAC on mostly the whole team. I'll probably have to run forward to the Urban Assault at some point, but I can... Okay, here's the annoying part, right? So I can shoot this guy and it's probably fine. Here, I'm going to have you throw it on Strike Zone for these two guards. We'll throw out another Strike Zone for the other ones later. But what I'm thinking is this. Okay, so let me try to space it out in my head correctly. These guys will have to walk up to like around here, and I'll have to JTAC them. These guys might run far enough forward that the Strike Zone's still useful, which would be a good thing. But I will need to basically, on a future turn, I'll just throw it on JTAC. These guys are probably only walking up during their turn, so it's probably safe. To, like, do nothing special right now. We want to kill this guy. Good crit. Okay, so they are suspicious, right? They've heard gunfire. I think at this point, I'm willing to let them move. Because I believe we are under enough cover that we're not going to take immediate damage. And I don't want to, like... I don't think I want to aggro her on turn start. I think I want them to walk slowly. So that'll be my plan here. This might be incorrect, but that's my plan. You're patrolling away. Unfortunately out of Strike Zone, but it is what it is. Guards do not natively investigate. They don't natively investigate gunfire. They only do it when the AI has told them to do it. Although they otherwise have no initiative of their own. All they do is tell the AI, hey, I heard gunfire, and that's it. So you can like play around that quite a bit. Okay, so the downside is Saadhak doesn't get to do anything on his turn. Unless I want to aggro this guy right now, which I could do. This feels... Oh, man, I have to go all the way around to get to that bit of the map. That's kind of rough. And if I... Yeah, so the problem is, man... I don't know if I want to fight from here. I mean, that's 18 meters is actually pretty good. You were just going to for sure see me is the problem. But I think fighting from here is decent. I think we will probably have decent, like, line of sight on all this stuff. But I did not think about the fact that I should have been fighting from this spot. Although if I fight, man, if I fight from here, these guys are not going to reach me for a while. Like, I can duck behind these walls, and it's, like, really chill. I can even, like, play up a little bit. I just really wish I had slightly more initiative, or slightly less, so that I could let these guys walk up, because I would be willing to engage on the start of the turn and let Glasswalker cover initiative problems. But that's not super likely here. I could go for this and shoot at him. It's just really risky. Because if they aggro, he's for sure getting shot at. So I feel like I have to play this turn doing nothing. But he's gonna for sure see me. Man, what am I supposed to do here? Crud. I really, really wish I could have let them all go forward, but I didn't have any way to manipulate initiative on him. I don't think I could have... Well, I could have probably done some weird stuff around, like, yielding, like, exactly one initiative once in a while, and, like, maybe it could have gotten there. If I planned that a little bit farther forward, and just thought about, like, oh, you're at 29 or 39, I want to put you at 25 or 35, and then I could have yielded down and would have been fine. So I think there's... Yeah, I think there's some mistakes here. Darn. I gotta do that. That's one thing I gotta learn, is using yield to change the ones place more often. Because that really has impact. I think ultimately his turn just has to be, you know, run over here. What did you roll? Okay, 16 is not great for me, but I think I just have to, you know, stay here and then play next turn. I shouldn't be getting spotted easily. Yeah, so you've run over there. You're just going to walk out. You're not in strike zone yet, which is kind of too bad. You're tanky, but not necessarily super high damage. All right, so it is going to be go time, right? I don't want to shoot him if I can help it. I do want to make enough noise that we get Glasswalker. I think Sniper Rifle goes for the two basic guards who don't have good armor. We've got to use the Urban Assault for the tankier ones. I'm going to put this... Man, I really don't want to put this overlapping strike zone down, but I almost have to. It's crit chance, armor, and evasion, which are really big deals for this character right here. Right? Like, dropping her armor by 10% is deal double damage. Just likes the strike zone, like, so little space. Okay, I want to be in some level of decent cover, which means these boxes probably. These actually feel really good to stand behind. This seems like a really good spot. I don't know. Part of me is really saying, like, no, you really shouldn't strike zone this because I want it for another combat later. So I'm just gonna say, now screw it. We're gonna... You're at 21. You're at 19. I think we just shoot this guy. It'll be fine. We'll eventually get Glasswalker to go. The crit is awesome. He's not dead, but we take that damage. And then... Do we have to shoot this guy? I feel like we do, actually. I think he's too close. As annoying as it is, I think we actually have to do this. Because I think he patrols into me. So we get a ton of escalation. It is going to be turn 3 next turn, which means it's going to be time for her to... Oh, we're not killing you. Yeah, okay, so they're going to start... Yeah, so they're all alert, obviously. Because of course they are. Okay, if I go right there, I'm not in cover, though, is the problem. Okay, right there. There we go. That counts as being in cover. And I can shoot at this guy. And then next turn, I can easily coordinate a charge. And we should be grouped enough that Glasswalker should pop on everybody. And we should get a ton of initiative here. So I'm full autoing for the Armor Shred. Unfortunately, yeah, these guys are all going to wake up on me and we're going to get collapsed on, but I think we'll have the damage. I mean, we'll see if I'm wrong. This Shred's good, at least. So he's alive. We have a decent amount of escalation here. Okay, they still didn't both pop, unfortunately. I kind of would have liked them to both pop. But it should still stack. And so we should have a good, really good initiative roll here. Yeah, so we're all really high. Alrighty. So it is go time. And by it being go time, what the plan is... Okay, so I'm not in range of you. Can I get a clean shot on all three? Yes, okay, if I'm right here, I get a clean shot on all three. I don't care that you get seen. Doesn't matter to me. So you're going to be killed late. Is what it is. I just really need to crit. Actually, wait. Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm not in JTAC, right? Do I have another charge? Yes. Okay. So I need to delay long enough that I can get JTAC up. So 31 is a good roll. 29 and 30 are not, but they're all at 14, whatever, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so I need to delay down to Aspas. Oh, no, shoot. If he's at 31... No, okay, shoot. Okay, how do I do this? I can't. I go to 21. This guy goes, this guy goes. No, actually, wait. If I go to 21, it's fine. Because if I go to 21, what happens is... if I go to 21, I get... I go ahead of him. And then you're far enough away that I don't care. You're not going to be able to catch me. So I shouldn't have stood up, but whatever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delay to 21. Oh, yeah, I'm going to delay to 21. I'm going to... You're in cover, right? You're chilling. I'm going to yield. Aspas can throw down JTAC, where I'm actually going to be fighting from. Let's see, how long is this going to last for? Another 2 turns? Okay, we got a while. So, to buff the Urban Assault, we're going to put it here. Like, that is very functional. You can, again, just wait. I'm not in a rush here. Actually, no, I don't want to take too long. The problem is I need to go... Okay, yeah. Problem is you're going to get to go in time. I don't have a way around that one, though. Alright, we just do it this way. Who is worth shooting? This guy's still worth shooting, I think. Just drop you. Down you go. They hear gunfire, I don't care. I want to leave this up so that we can get Saadhak to pop Savagery. The problem is we're now going like behind most of these guys. But I'm really trusting he'll do enough damage, which maybe is incorrect, but it's what I'm feeling. So the only guys who can actually fire are these 4. No one else counts as alerted. So like cover works for everybody else. Like no one else is easily getting spotted here. You're fine where you are. Saucy is going to need to pop coordinated charge. I might move her 1 square to make sure I'm catching Aspas here. He's still got all his initiative, so I want to give the accuracy and move speed to him. Oh, also the initiative is actually really valuable here. I didn't think about that. I forgot that she had an initiative buff on coordinated charge, but that's actually a pretty big deal. Okay, so if I just simply yield, like if I do a brief yield to Saadhak, he's going to be fine here. Okay, so let's go find the square. That's the square. Can I magnet in for only 1 AP? Yes. Okay, cool. So we're going to shoot from there. I wish I had enough range to shoot her, but I don't. Is what it is. So we run up to here. We Iron Grip now to get Ballistic Pure damage and less recoil generated. Our primary target is going to be this captain. If I get a kill, Savagery pops. If I get a crit, which is very likely with 50% crit on everybody, we pop Recoup. Crit, crit, crit. There's the pop. Alright, shot 2. See you, nerds. I've got a ton of AP again. And then I think I'm allowed to just duck here and let you walk to me. I think we'll be okay. He's under decent cover. In fact, I could maybe even run somewhere even safer. Like if I ran to there, I'm pretty sure I'm very covered, which I'm going to take as the risk. I have 1 move point anyway. I can spend a move point, you know, moving back to a location. Also, Recoup Tilt was bugged to say 5. Don't worry about it. But yeah, we just have a million buffs on right now. I'm gonna save him because again he has all of the damage. He has all the pure damage. He's gonna wait until she's closer. Everyone else though, yeah, let's go stand somewhere in decent cover. Which probably means just stand there and then duck. Let them come to me. You're gonna find bodies like for sure. Oh, actually you're not? Okay. Cool, the AI has told them nothing still. Alright, where are you headed? And how bad is it going to be? Oh, wait, what? Oh, shoot. She put some buff on. That's not going to be good for me. I don't want her to be buffed in some extremely strong way. That is bad for me. What did you use? What did you cast? You're supposed to walk in a strike zone, damn it. Well, time to clear out the room. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So what did you use? Evasion, cover bonus, initiative, move speed. Yeah. So you are going to be hard to. You're going to be very evasive. This guy needs to use his action points. So it's just going to be it's just going to be kill whatever guards we can. Which means I want to run like extra far forward if I can help it as well. I think that is fine. I think I'm allowed to go this far up and it's okay. This is all, yeah, this should be reasonable. There we go. We're at least hitting everyone. I want to kind of focus on the tankiest ones. The thing is, I'm going to crit very likely, so this is undercounting my damage. You're at 28. You're almost certainly going first. You got a sword, so I'm not really worried about you. You, however, are a real boy. I could marker size, but I want to save it for something that's more dangerous. So obviously you're done for now. You're alert. You guys are going to be running towards us. I mean, your initial rolls aren't bad by any means. Okay, so you're still in pretty good cover. I'm going to have a hard time having to care about you. I want to be in buff zones. I want to get kills. I mean, I can shoot this guy from here. Who has Glasswalker still? You've got a charge of Glasswalker still, and you also. So it probably pops again. I would guess we get another pop. So we can keep stacking initiative and feel good about it. You obviously rolled already below, but you're going to get +7 from Glasswalker, probably. And so I think I'm willing to shoot from here and just deal some damage and acknowledge that I am probably going to outroll. There's obviously danger in that I don't, but I think I will. So I'm just going to take the risk. Oh, I walked out. Shoot. I walked. Yep. I should have moved the camera angle a little bit. I'm going to do this for crit chance. No other reason. This will be decent damage. I might even crit. I didn't. It's fine. He's low at least. Middle of nowhere, but you're going to roll a 28 probably. You've got a shot. That's looking like it's going to hit. Let's skull shot before I forget. There we go. One thing that I guess sort of scares me about using sniper rifles in this game is I can't guarantee that I crit. I can only just like likely crit. And so I never know if I've put myself in a spot where, okay, well if I crit they die, but if I don't crit I wasted skull shot. So I'm always afraid of doing that. I don't think shooting you is correct here because you're gonna do mean things to me. This is a likely kill. Alright, there we go, that's fine. Okay, well, you're telling me that if I stand there, I get the shot, so I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna believe you, game. Oh, it's that. I didn't even look. It's that guy I get to shoot. Well, let's aggro him because who cares? I don't want to aggro the sniper again, but I think aggroing this guy is totally acceptable. Might even crit. I didn't. I do no damage because snipers are bad against high armor. Is what it is. It's fine. I want to stand somewhere where I can shoot at her once we shred her armor, so I'm going to be standing here instead. Ah, guessing the camera is what it is. Alright, we should Glasswalker here. Yep. Yay, they both popped. Okay, cool. So we'll have 8 action points. 5 fatalities reported. They armed proximity mines. That's fine. They're dispatching a guard to intercept. Whatever. Cool. Alrighty. So, like I said, we won on initiative. I'm worried about you. I still want to let her move. I think it's still correct. So let's see. Lowest, okay, the lowest rolls are all above 10, so I'm not worried about it. I don't have Skull Shot. I did not learn Skull Shot on her. Okay. So we're just going to have regular shots going here. Yeah, okay. That's clearly reasonable amounts of damage. I think we can snipe this guy together. I think we can throw our powers combined, kill this idiot. I mean, there's no reason to rush that though, right? Yeah, I don't have a reason to take my turns early on these characters. They're not buffed to have bonus move speed or anything. I'll kill you to be safe. I just like don't want to have to run into something weird here. But no, I think we can let her move. You just stay in the middle of nowhere. It's fine. The sniper can't see us for a while. I'll pull Saucy back. I have to also reload. So you still have Savagery on. You still have Savagery on, but you don't have Recoup up. So you only get your 6 AP, which is only 2 full autos. So we gotta like hope we do well here. Okay, let's pull Saucy back to safety. I just want to be seen with a sniper rifle, basically. And I think this is going to be too far of a distance. So we know that this gun, right? Let's check, right? So this gun couldn't reach at a max range of 22. This is 22, or like a bit more than like, because this is 22 and this is 23, right? So if she steps up this far, then stepping up this far is me being in range. So I think I have to walk back far, and like, I think from here she could just barely shoot. I don't know what her range in that gun is, of course. Sniper can't go all that far. I think this is acceptable, actually. I think this is actually safe enough that I don't expect to get harassed by the sniper. I think they can't take a straight route, so I think I'm okay. All right, moment of truth. Please don't kill me. Oh right, oh right, of course. She's running at Mach 7 to kill the guy. Okay, okay. I can handle that. That's fine. Do I have another strike zone? Yes. Okay. Well, I'm going to need that. I think I have to let the guards go first, though, but we have to pin her down. We have to absolutely pin her down some way. Which we can do. I think that's fine. But we have to find a way to do that. So you don't have anything to do. We'll have you wait. We'll have you wait. We'll have you wait. But you need to strike zone her. And so we need to get just absolutely all of the damage. Just put it there. These guys got to run forward no matter what. I'm like certain of it. But I need to wait until... Yeah, okay, I don't care about you. You're going to run at me. Right, you're actively in combat. Okay, good job. So Saadhak and Saucy have to lead the charge here. Cool, you're not doing anything. I love that. Okay, it is time. Here we go. So I only get 2 full autos here. Do I have a reason to marker sights you, by the way? Minus evasion. Oh, right, sorry. Let me precast Iron Grip for the pure damage upgrade. So right now, right, let's check things, right? I have 25 crit chance. I have 50, 70% ballistic pure damage upgrade, right? Which means this weapon, instead of doing 26 pure damage, is doing 70% of 130, which is roughly 100. So I get roughly 700 pure damage, assuming I could hit 3 targets. But yeah, I have basically 125 pure damage per shot now, in addition to my armor shred. So this is actually a meaningful amount of damage, finally. I would like to shred armor, please. Oh, right, and my crit chance is really high, because I'm in JTAC, and she's in Strike Zone, and I have Savagery online, and so now your armor not only has been damaged by Strike Zone by 10%, but now it's been shredded once. My crit chance is very, very high. I'm likely to crit another time here. We crit again. Yeah, Savagery is just truly incredible. It's just so damn good. I'm going to save marker sights because I don't think I need the evasion buff or debuff. I was really worried about it, but then it turned out that if you just spec a soldier for damage, you just do infinite damage. You love to see it. Alright, so almost one else is the turn. I mean, you have a turn, but you're way too far for me to care about this. So I'm going to run into the other JTAC buff, and then... Yeah, so I was doing 600 damage crits, right? And this is with armor shred at 300. So, like, to be clear, right? Critting for 600 damage meant that, like, if I didn't have a way of piercing true damage, would mean I was throwing out like 6,000 damage attacks. But of course, with pure damage, that's, you know, not required. That is just not possible without Savagery. And even Iron Grip adding a decent amount as well. So just, I mean, I have circles on the ground. I have just crap ton of buffs. This man is made up for every other mission. He's just not fired his gun. All right, let's go ahead and let this guy move. Might as well. Security AIs in your ear. Yeah, sure. All right. You knew it. Of course you did. All right, so you rolled an 18. I'm not as worried about that now. Maybe we can start going for attacks, and it'll be reasonable. I mean, so does anyone still have... Well, yeah, we still have Glasswalker on a little bit. You don't have any charges left. You don't have charges left either. But if I ended my turn... Yeah, I still have, like, the buff on in terms of having high initiative for next turn. So I'm just going to run toward being in range of as many people as I can, while still being inside of JTAC, which is going to be, like, here. Put you there, end your turn. Didn't end my turn correctly. Clearly in the buff. Clearly line of sight on these guys. That's going to look pretty good. No crits, because we don't have a lot of the debuffs on, but got what we came for. So Sniper is gone. There are 3 guards left. I'm sure there will be more at some point with reinforcements, but for now it's okay. I feel safe charging forward for now. And JTAC is going to end this turn, so let's see if I can get to cover. Not exactly. This won't really count. Glasswalker. Oh, right, because it cooled down at the end of the turn and then popped. That makes sense. So that was Hades' Glasswalker pop there. I will say having permanent high initiative and permanent +1 or 2 action points from having double Vanguard, kinda nice. Okay. Well, the Executioner's down, and I think we can let them walk to us. I don't expect to be put into any meaningful zones of danger. I don't have a strike zone up in either one, so one thing to note is that I basically only have coordinated... Well, okay. I only have marker sights as an Overwatch breaker. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep delaying rate. Let these guys waste their turns. Let them come to us. You're guarding. That's nice. Good for you. Yep. So you're running up. You're running that way. Okay. These are open enough positions. And then I don't care about the other buffs, I think, anymore. I think I'm just going to run for the damage. So if I go there, I still have a shot. That seems worth it then. Get seen by all the cameras. It is what it is. Right there. Okay, we should land 2 of the shots. Yep, got him. Great. I actually might have landed all 3 there, to be honest. Do I have a good angle on the revolver? Yeah, ultimately I do. Okay. I think the damage per AP on the revolver is higher than the sniper rifle. I believe that's true. Until crits come in. Actually, no, they both have good crit, so it's not even guaranteed to be true. Just run you farther up. That should be pretty reasonable. If I have to, like, throw it on marker sites because it's, like, going badly, I will, but... No, we roll higher initiative, I don't care. We killed anyway, but, you know, there was a small chance it would have failed, right? Last guard is really far away. Let's go run across the map. So, last time I played this mission... Oh, yeah, and I was getting kind of heat from the camera, which doesn't matter. So, last few times with this mission, they put a ton of mines out there. They might do it here. We'll see what the escalation is. Reinforcements, okay. Wait, but there's no... Wait, the protocol is reinforcement, but there aren't reinforcements. Okay, I'm confused. Well, is what it is. Look, I got screwed over by bugs in the last Last mission? I don't mind it being in my favor in this one, okay? I'll take this. Alright, so he walked up there. So now we can kind of finish up what we're trying to do, which is kill this guy. This should be pretty reasonable. I'll go ahead and precast Iron Grip. So the default version of Iron Grip, by the way, to look at this talent real quick. The initial wording of this talent just says recover some recoil. I think it's 12. And that's it. It just says recover 12 recoil, which means basically gain 12 accuracy after shooting once. But if you take the bottom row, you get less recoil generated and ballistic pure damage, which means you now cast Iron Grip as cast at the start. Get a bunch of free damage because of it. And now because your recoil generation is low, I only have 5 recoil here. I still miss, but like, that's kind of the point of that, like, path, I guess. You rolled an 18, so we're fine. Not a guaranteed hit, but we get it. Okay, so I should optimize for winning against reinforcements, so we take the reload as the very first action. You can kind of stay grouped up here. Similar for you, you can take reload as first action. A lot of heat from the cameras is what it is. Another escalation. Another escalation for reinforcements, which just doesn't really exist. Okay, fine. Cool. So, we're safe. Let's go grab loot. Let's grab loot and save our guy. We are absolutely fine here. Here, again, you can reload as well. I'm going to leave you where you are. You can go run up. Let the snipers go, and then everyone else can kind of hang out by the front. I think that's reasonable here. Because I'm not going to reinforce from inside that room, right? Alright. You're done. Load a revolver. Okay. Well, it seems like no more bad guys are coming, but I'll cross my T's, dot my I's, get my loot, let the guy out. I'm gonna... Hi! I see you over there. What I'm gonna do is grab loot first. Who the hell are you? Alright, we get a silencer. We get a battery for a sword. Yeah, we're getting mods for weapons we don't use. Very unfortunate. That should work. Hello. Talking about exits, and thankfully it's right there. Good news. Cool. Welcome. We have a Scourge on our team. And you can just run your butt out. Pressure anomaly, sure. Let's see what we got out of this box. Could maybe get there for 2 action points. Not that it really matters at this point. But that was fun. That was cool to, like... Okay, nice. We got a scope. We get a good amount of money. We get some cubes. A good amount of money, actually. Yeah, these boxes are really high value. They appear to have some kind of tagging system where they can declare boxes high value. And, like, these are, like, obviously, like, very rich, basically. I'm going to wait until you're in range for the next coordinated charge. I'm going to just end my turn here. Everyone else can kind of run towards the exit, though. Well, I'll leave you around, actually. In case there's reinforcements for real. And to get Glasswalker. Escalation is... It's that every time. It's funny. Thankfully, they're not real. Here, I'm going to get him inside of coordinated charge here. Now they run farther. Not that it really matters. Well, cool. Everyone counts as hidden again because there's no surviving enemies who know where I am anymore. You love to see it. Security level 18. But it's a ghost town. Obviously, if the reinforcements were coming in, we'd have, what, 3 to 4 more waves of guys to deal with, which would be collapsing on us pretty soon. Especially with that pressure plate giving away our location. But we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. I think it's generally safer to end turns that evacuate on the last stage of a mission. I feel like stage 1 sometimes is optional to, like, the game doesn't, like, force you down. But, yeah, we've got a barracks to upgrade, because we have to make room for the Scourge. Right. We should be alright here. Have a buff, everyone. Alright, we should be alright. More Glasswalker. And... yeah, okay, well... clearly, you're not arriving. All right, we did it. That honestly went better than I was fearing, but it turns out that when you just stack the really good soldier combat talents, you do a lot of damage. But I know that, like, for a lot of these missions, right, I've been running into high armor enemies, and I'm like, wow, I'm really thankful I have a gunslinger with pure damage revolvers. And that made it, like, so convenient to deal with, like, the really scary stuff. And the thing about revolvers and fanning, though, is that you can completely plan when it's going to happen. And in the case of Savagery Recoup, it's like, well, you have to do, like, a fair bit of finagling to, like, this guy's low, don't worry, the first full auto will kill. And with all the sniper talents, you got a bunch of crit chance, so don't worry, you're going to totally trigger Recoup, which means you're going to be able to actually go for 3 full autos. And that's just not always reliable, right? So, I mean, the max power level here is obviously absurd, and is just truly incredible. But it's like when the stars kind of align, but it's so much damage, of course. All right, so we can again choose how he wants to feel about his dad. I never have the heart to anything but positive. It feels like these two were in alignment. I feel like calling him a jerk is just really messed up. So I always choose to say he likes him. This is the last time we'll ever talk. He says nothing, and I don't know about that one, but fine. All right. Yep. So Clan Brauk sent an Executioner. So we can leave him with us. Potential new recruit. Southie levels up. Both of our vanguards do. We got a weapon blueprint, but it's a melee, so I don't care. And of course, no matrix downloads because I didn't play for that. All right, wow, we actually got through that. I was so shook about that mission. I took 0 damage, as it turns out, but Savagery is just that good. Okay, well, I've got money. We're up into the power supply already, and so the room itself only takes 5 days once that's done. I have to do both these things though, so like the power supply is going to take some time, and then this is going to take 3 days as well, so I'm just like 9 days away from being able to run that. But this is due in 12 days, so it's going to be fine. But we can see what he's got, right? We can actually fully investigate him. So unknown bioweapon, he gets lower move radius, better armor, better health, pretty good stat. This is a reasonable stat distribution. I mean, 3 wills kind of wasted, but whatever. He's a professional, so we can eventually get enough fractional action points. I don't believe there are enough sources of fractional action points in the game yet to get +1 permanent AP, but it's pretty close. I know the Cyber Knight's passive tree has 0.4 in it, but it's very far in, and you're skipping a lot of talents for that. And I know you can get like around 0.2 or so from basic armors. Like you can put in implicits on them that get you there. Anyway, though, of course, Warner Braun hates him. He's got a parent, and of course hates Clara Brauk, because of course. Yeah. Okay. So that's fun. At some point, right? We'll, you know, when we actually hire him, we can retrain him and whatnot. Scourges are pretty sweet. They're fun. They're cool to use. So let's think what we're gonna do now, because there's only so much story content left. Of course, this is going on. We need our sniper available, I believe. She's getting XP. We're detoxing. So really, what I care about is money. And having... Okay, so I have a legwork coming on at some point. I've got a mission that's going to be due. And that's going to be... So what I could do, right? I could run the mission now. Run my kill 3 captains. I can't respec my hacker yet, though. So I think I'm going to let her... I think I'm not going to run any missions until people are done. So I might just pop her out of the trainer. I'll pop her out kind of whenever it needs to be done, but... Anyway, let's go ahead and train the Vanguard. Keep going in the soldier talents here. And similar for... Where's the other one? Where'd she go? There you go. Nice. Level 7 is 2 points, which you love to see. Which means I can either grab better strike zone and recharge rate, or I can go up and just grab JTAC. So JTAC is plus 10, plus 10. And then this would be basically getting plus 10, plus 5. But I think I'd rather have the second talent so I can stack them. I think on average it's better. Yeah, okay, we're going to play forward until we have the next mission lined up, basically. So the trainer is ready to be spent on, but the problem is I need to spend the money on the barracks to make room for the Scourge. I can try to print file sets. It's nice, at least. That's actually pretty good. That's good money. I'm going to leave this up still. Weapons. I'm still not going to make any melees. I'm selling you. Okay, weapon mods. What I get recently? Pistol silencer. No one's going to buy it. Melee bonus. Going to sell you. ER damage. This is a blade grip as well, but it's level 4. Sniper scope. Shotgun ear. Again, I might actually use a shotgun now that I have one. So we're going to leave that for now. And yeah, I can't sell level 4 stuff. So that's done. No good on the accounts just yet. So I've got 600k, which means I do have enough to upgrade this barracks. Right, this is going to cost, right, 9. So this needs 309. And this just needs 300. The question is it trainer or detox? Detox is already being worked on, so it's trainer. I don't have money to fix the current injuries on my people, but that's okay. I can solve them later. Okay, I didn't even see what got finished there. I missed it, actually. Oh, this piece is done. There we go. Cooling. Alright. Alright, so what's going on here? Alright, well, we ran some legwork for Diego. Herr Schweinchen is trying to take over. How dare he? Uh-oh, he hates Herr Schweinchen. You know, understandable. Okay, so we are working on the detox, the trainer, and the barracks. That's all fine. You're done detoxing. Great. Usually regular missions like this have long timelines. It's assassination missions that have short ones, so I think this is fine. I'm not worried about this one. This thing's coming up in a little bit. I have to make sure that... so I believe this storyline can spawn a lyric that specifically Liat can work on. It's like exactly only him. Let's go and grab whoever's most stressed and send them into detox. It's going to be Saucy, I guess, which is fine with me. These guys are... Well, actually, we can send the hacker, which is, I think, very reasonable, considering he's so close to the cap here. So you can go detox. Yeah, you being the trainer doesn't really matter. He gets power play. Cool. I'm going to kick you out now because I'm obviously not going to run any missions with you. So let's just... in case like something pops up which we need to talk to her for some reason. I don't know why that would exist, but like, let's just have it. In case the timeline gets weird. There are occasionally bugs with the timeline. Alright, you got a favor asked for. Sure. What do we got here? Yeah, so she'd be the best one for it. I think this is reasonable. It's fine. Apparently she's got a trait that makes her good at this. So even though these guys have good like legwork chances, Corp Cushion actually makes her good at this exact mission, which, sure, okay. Obviously, if we get it wrong, we get some heat. That is a really low downside. I don't really care. If I get it right, I get favors and influence, which is great. So we can look at like the contact type, right? So I'll know him by face. Yeah, here. So he buys item blueprints. So if we give him enough influence, right, eventually, he can buy my level 4, 5, 6 item blueprints. And so leveling him up can give me, like, how am I trying to say this? This can give me, like, several hundred K at the drop of a hat. If we think about, like, hey, I've got all these blueprints here that are of type item. I'm like, oh, I can't sell any of these. Oh, they're like 10 to 20K each, and I've got like 50 of them. Oh, that's a lot of money, right? Like, actually, leveling up is pretty valuable. Like, that's pretty useful, as it turns out. So detox bench is full. Simstream Trainer is not being used right now. We're still recovering on these people. At some point, he's got to fix his cyber deck as well. For now, it's okay, but at some point, I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, so she's detoxing. Okay, great. Barracks can finally be upgraded. Also great. When it's finally done, we can hire him. Trainer has that available. Detox bench is now better, which is nice. We might... we'll see. Let's see. We have a coin flip at getting a higher stress reduction here. Let's see what happens. Okay, we don't know. But the detox bench can now, as you see here, it can do 1 or 2 pips of stress. So that's pretty valuable. Next upgrade, by the way, is absurdly expensive. You have to get level 5 cooling, which requires a lot of upgrades on your cryo chamber. So you kind of stop at Simstream Detox 3 for a very, very long time. But yeah, detox benches are open. Right, we've got like this nice lull of downtime finally. I like enjoy that ebb and flow, by the way, of like, okay, you've got like some time to like sit back, like let your stuff progress forward. Obviously you run out of money and you can stop, you can't build anything anymore. It's like we get some time, we get to detox, it's okay. In fact, if you don't have store missions coming up, you can just chill forever. And like I can say like, no, I don't want this mission. And like he'll take an L, right? He'll get exposure. Your contacts will eventually be in a bad way, but like, you can be like, hang on, we're screwed. I need some time to sit back, just like recover from basic wounds. And just detox, and you can kind of do that. So I like that a decent amount. Yeah, he does have an actual wound. So does he. So, thing is, yeah, in 1 day and 6 hours, he's going to be done being wounded, but he's still going to be, or he's going to be done being injured, but he's still going to be wounded. And until I get a stress limit break, this won't get any worse. But at some point, I got to heal this, right? So time can keep ticking forward. He's got a mission for me. Oh yeah, Heather hates Warner Braun. Kill 3 captains. Yeah, so one of the cool things about the way this game is built, which I think is really, really neat, is, and they're going to build it out more over time, but like people have all these traits and stuff, right? So it's like, hey, she hates Warner Braun, so she will not... like, she will not, what am I trying to say? Like, she will not run a mission if a Warner Braun contact is offering you the mission, but she probably really wants to go on one if it's against them. So, hey, if we prep mercs to deploy, obviously, like, you know, these guys aren't ready or anything. These guys have invalid loadouts and everything else, but I assume she'd be really happy to go on this mission if she wasn't busy with legwork. And at some point, she won't be. Anyway, I'm planning out my next step still. Yes, we have another raid here. We have this mission available in a little bit. This will be due fairly soon. This will be due fairly soon. So what it comes down to is I'm going to always buy the gold key. I'm low on favors, but it is what it is. I probably can't quite afford... Actually, well... Here. You've recovered. Can I afford your treatment? No, 35k. Alright, so do I have items that I can sell to afford your treatment? I can sell some of these pistols. Okay, I don't need this many of these, like, bad rifles, so... I've got 2 good... Yeah, so I'd rather have regular ARs than urban assaults, so I'm going to sell these off right away. And then I think these are also... No, remove mods. Sell you. I'll leave 2 just in case I like really need more secondaries for some reason. I don't expect to, but I've got two good revolvers, 2 bad revolvers, and then in case I need a secondary, I'll keep these around. Obviously sell a pistol silencer. That's just griefing to exist at all. You know, how dare I? I'll sell one of my armor suits. I don't need more than 5. I don't know if anyone actually buys... Oh, they do buy. Cool. So I'm unsure which ones I actually want to sell. I tend to sell the combat drugs. Not sure. I think I'd rather just have the AoE heals in general. I find the range to be too good, so I think I will always sell short range medical stuff, and I also find Turkish used to be a little bit hard to use as well. Yeah, I'm going to sell combat drugs. Two AP and a move point I might preserve because it actually has like a very meaningful amount of combat power. I will never run armor removal here. I will refill ammo capacity on this and gain kind of pure damage. I'm never going to do this. I'm not going to use melees. I could have done this sooner, but I just kind of forgot to. But yeah, clearly we need to sell these and make money. HE grenades I'm not going to use either. I'll leave you because you're a stun as well. So this kind of stuff I would use, right, is throwable healing and stuns. So I've got a good amount of money again, which is good because now I can send you for treatment. 35k, 6 days, not horrible. I'm going to double check real quick. Do I... we have a battle strike here as well. That's going to be on probably short notice. That's fine, though. Yeah, I think putting him into the clinic is fine, so let's do that. Great. What's next for me? Hacking Station. I think this is useful. Might as well buy this. Active leverage to get the location of all the files and whatnot. Makes that easier. Field Up Center, I can run at some point to throw in, you know, a little bit of extra money if I don't need anything else, but I'll wait. Maybe use it for the Battle Strike. We'll see. Yeah, so he's still talking to the doctor. He's still detoxing. First mission is due in 10 days. We got a while, so yeah, let's go ahead and just let time slowly tick forward. Beta Flood, okay. Good for you. Barracks is done. So we've got room for a new recruit. You know what that means? Hey, buddy. Let's chat. But keeping me around for a bit, what's your plan? You're a Cyber Knight. The legends are real. Is that a job offer? Welcome to the team. We have a Scourge. I really like Scourges. They're especially good in quiet playthroughs who have bad ways of dealing with high armor enemies. They're bad at dealing with robots, but for high armor humans, they're really good. So the tough thing is that the Scourge primary weapon, the shotgun, has abysmal range. So max range here is 8, or well, optimal range is 8. If I want to shoot at 12 units, I get minus 16 accuracy. It's the square of the meter difference. So minus 1, minus 4, minus 9, minus 16. Minus 9 is not horrible. Minus 4 is trivial. But, like, you kind of want your max range and optimal range to be within, like, 4-ish of each other. That delta is not as important if you're using, like, really big full auto weapons. Because it's like, well, I'm going to shoot full auto at 2 guys. I might as well, like, hit the 3rd guy with a 50% chance. Because, like, whatever. If I get lucky, awesome. If I don't care. And it's why, like, having huge range on basic assault rifles is so good, because you end up having more bullets than you can use. But shotguns are always single target weapons, and so there's, like, never a reason to shoot at that kind of range. Their base accuracy is good, which is a nice thing, right? They're actually, I think, among the most accurate base weapon types in the game, but I don't believe they can hold scopes. You can get a barrel and a body mod, but you can't increase your accuracy in the way that, like, yeah, base accuracy is 75, then I go at, like, okay, well, you know, this is 65, yeah, it's worse, okay, you know, oh, it's 86 because I've added 5 here and 7 here and 3 here. Yeah, okay, you can get this intrinsic as well. Like, this is always usable. But it's like, oh, yeah, I added 12 because of mods that actually increase accuracy. And so, you know, yeah, it would have been 72, but actually, you know. So I find shotguns pretty hard to use. The saving grace, though, is that this is one of the most powerful talents in the game. Nervo Talk Shell is truly incredible. Even if you miss, you stun in a giant area. The extra point cost is shoot your gun. Yes, you have to be within that 12 max, you know, range, but like 12 max range is not abysmal. I mean, it's not good, but you know, if you have to do it, you have to do it. And so for 2 action points and a talent point, you have an area effect stun that you can bump to actually have a 12 meter radius, which is quite nice. If you're playing quietly, Dissolve is the best corpse talent in the game. It's not close. This is the only corpse talent in the game that hides the body, gets rid of the body hammer, and keeps from being seen. So this ends up being like -5 tally each time. It's really good. You can give it 3 charges. You can make it cost only 1 action point. The base radius of 3 kind of sucks. You don't have to go for all the way to 9, but like, you know, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is pretty good. You actually kind of want the AP cost reduction because you're going to use it so often. This is really good. The rest of these are a little bit harder to use. I don't really care about the right-hand side tree, except for Dissolve. Detonation requires them to walk over a corpse. That can be... I mean, in a really loud team, it's probably going to be fine. You know, we'll just... You get a kill, you pop this for 1 action point, run away. You can give it some pretty decent damage. It'll do, like, about half of a guard's health, roughly. It's, like, not bad for 1 AP. You can make the radius actually pretty solid as well. You can cast from far away. You make the radius pretty big. Yeah. Brainworm is a really, really good disabling talent. It's a stun, but better and worse. It doesn't stop reporting, so you can't use it to stop reporting, but it makes them fight on the enemy team for you. You make it cost 0. You can make the range 25 meters, which is what default marker sights is, so that's like pretty usable. Obviously, it's longer range than your shotgun is. I think Morass is really hard to use. It's a big armor reduction. You can drop a lot of armor, you can drop a lot of evasion, but it's so short range. You can cast it at like, you know, 12 by 16, 18. It's like, you can like get it to be 24-ish, but the problem is you can't walk through it. Right, you can cast 2 meters in front of you, and then it's like, okay, well, it's 24 meters long, but like, I can't walk forward until this thing times out, and it, you know, lasts a while, right? So that can be like a little bit annoying. But the really cool stuff is Tox Cloud. Tox Cloud is just really, really good damage. You cast it through a wall, you can lower the crit vulnerability. Just damage per turn is pretty nice. You can self-heal with Purge. You can walk in your own Tox Cloud. I think this is like very, very low value though. Venom Trap is really great. It doesn't actually... both Tox Cloud and Venom Trap don't alert people. So you can get a lot of like damage without knowing. Without like being revealed basically. I could bump crit vulnerability here. I could put 3 points in Disorient to make an enemy have 30 crit vuln. But it's like single target, 1 AP, 30 crit vuln. Meh. Right, Biomimic is a stealth talent, basically. Detonation. So basically what I end up doing is kind of always going up left-hand side. Brainworm is sick. I get 2 more points here. I am probably going to go for range. Or I'll go for, like, I don't know, something like this, bumping Venom Trap or whatever. But basically, Biocoat works as long as you hit. You have to actually hit, though. 50 damage a turn, 75, 100 damage a turn, 125 damage a turn. It basically just says, if you want to invest all the points, this thing just says deal 125 bonus damage as long as your opponent doesn't get to go again this turn. If they do get to go, you get to lower their action points, but basically, you get to just kind of deal 125 pure damage. Venom Trap, again, really, really good stealth talent. The Tox Shell, though, I think to me is like the big thing I really care about here. I don't care about the evasion so much. I think this is too small of a benefit, but big radius stun is good, as well as big range Brainworm is good. Probably going to go for range, and then max charge before I go for AP cost and duration. I have more points, so I can do a lot here, actually. I think I want to go here, then. And all I really have is, like, well, I can make the radius bigger, and I can make the damage go up. 50% more damage is really worth it. Right, going from 50 to 75 health a turn is a big deal. Recharge rate is honestly fine at 3. I don't think you really need it at 2, to be honest. Radius is not bad. This has decent value. 8 can feel kind of small. 13 feels gigantic. So somewhere in the middle there is pretty reasonable. But I could also just go for, you know, more Brainworms, which is pretty solid as well. I'd probably rather have a charge than the recharge. I could also go for a Tox Shell radius, but honestly 6 works a lot of the time. Reinforcement waves spawn within 6 meters of each other, so you can just kind of get them all. Again, I'm playing loud, so I don't really need to play for Venom Trap. Biocoat's fine. You know, damage is reasonable, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, it's like, do I want Brainworm charge or do I want, like, Biocoat damage? So I think I'm going to go for any of the Tox Shell stuff. I think 1 charge at 4 turns is actually enough. It's like, almost full power at that point, as far as I'm concerned. What else am I trying to do here? I could go Tox Cloud Radius. I could go Brainworm Charge. I'll go Brainworm Charge. I think it's a reasonable sort of setup for him. Okay, so now he's ready. My money is okay-ish. We're detoxing. We're on legwork. Your detox is done. Is anyone offering me new legwork? You're getting healed. That's a battle. Okay, so no one else offering me legwork. So let's go ahead and use the Underworld Hub tokens. Next upgrade's really expensive, so I can't get that for a while. Nano Scrubber is going to have to be done pretty soon. Haven't built weapons in a long time. I probably had... Yeah, I should probably... It's going to be too expensive, right? If I want to add blueprints on top, it's going to be... Yeah, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. I mean, if I add, like... I mean, I can add a little bit more damage, but at this point, it's going to kind of cost me too much. I do want to build the rest of these, though. I think I do want to kit my team out with enough good revolvers. But I'm not quite ready for that just yet. It's what it feels like. Okay, so... Legwork probably succeeds. We'll run the mission when it's time, but we're just trying to recover my team. Great, we got favors, we got everything else. Legwork is done. You have finished basic healing. This mission is still not due for 6 days. And so I'm going to go ahead and... Well, I can either detox... Actually, I'm going to go for detox first. Oh, I need to do it in 12 days, though. Oh, no, it's open. Okay. I'm going to send you for detox first because I want to get you out of that stress loop. You're done. Trainer's open. I got to build the other bench now. So let's go build the bench. 75k. Not cheap. So there's an open bench here. Most stressed, you're still wounded, although you're going to be out of that pretty soon. Looks like you got the -2 on your stress roll, which is nice, but we'll keep detoxing you. If we look, yeah, -2, -2, so nice. We got kind of high rolls there. I will not have main hacker for this mission. That's fine, though. I have secondaries. We've got a raid. They're siphoning off Warner Braun loot. We go fight Los Sagalas. We have a raid. It is on... Okay. Tiles that I've seen before. It's fine. Double checking something real quick. I'm curious who Boxer works for. He works for McKellen. Okay. Okay. So, we're almost done. Let's go spend our field ops tokens. We can invest some cred chips. Right? These are all, like... These are just normal raids, I think, as far as I can tell. So, injecting cred chips seems more or less fine. Actually, no, this is kill 3 captains. Okay. Do I need anything for kill 3 captains, or am I fine? Minus armor first turn is whatever. Nah. Okay, we'll just inject cred chips. Well, I'll inject it when it's time for that mission, I guess, ultimately. Okay, money is low. There's not much I get to work on right now. The next play is going to be, like, upgrading the Nano Scrubber, basically, or building weapons. Okay, you're done being wounded. Here's a Battle Strike. This is due in 4 days. You're going to be detoxing just in time, which is cool. Yeah, I can wait for completion, whatever on that. Building the bench, we have that open. You're detoxing. Yeah, it's still just playtime forward, basically. Influence limit break for Clara. Yeah, great. So this is Warner Braun, which means our third hacker will not be willing to run the mission. And we get... Ah, okay, so we haven't seen this tile set in this playthrough yet. I haven't had this tile set in months, actually, for me. I think it has Battle Strike and it has Q-Gap Spike. I think it's the only... No, it has Kill 3 Captains as well. So, yeah, this thing actually has several maps of it, like map objectives available to it, but yeah. Anyway, we'll get ready for Craven Dust Up and then the recording will end. That's what we're going to do here. So... Detox is all happy. Okay, the trainer bench is open. That's good. All right, this is it. There's going to be a problem, isn't there? There's a Slagga gang in the way. So Liat can be involved. Chips coming from the lower yard. We can handle it. We need to talk. Okay, so yeah, so if this guy is free, because he is a free streets deserter in his like character bio, he has specific stuff that he can do here. Used by the Free Streets Compact Strike teams. They're all branded terrorists. Right, yeah. He's a deserter. Okay, so we have legwork here. We need to figure out if the FSC is here. We can maybe approach them directly. Yeah, he's blocked. He would normally be able to go because he's been with the FSC before. But of course, he's blocked by Faction Bard. He's blocked by being a deserter. So we can send Tsunami after it instead. He's got the Under Navigator, which is fine. Unfortunately, yeah, this guy was in the detox, so he couldn't have run it. So fortunately, Tsunami can go. Oh, wow, it's due really soon. Okay, here's hoping. I don't get the token in time either. All right, I've never had this offered to me before, so I actually really hope it succeeds. Because I have never seen this this version of the story play out. So here's fingers crossed, here's hoping. Yep. And they're willing to talk. Willing to meet face to face. For a live wire negotiation. Impugn your earpiece, you're not going there. Go in the tunnels with your best combat team in case things went badly. Meet them face to face, make a deal on the spot. It's possible it's a trap. But there's no bad blood. If we can't close a deal, it's going to turn into a hard fight. So I have never seen Southie start before. It's actually completely new to me because I've never gotten a playthrough this deep with the sniper who can make that mission available. I assume if there's other, eventually, contacts or recruits who are Free Street normals, like, you'd have something there. Or like have been from the Free Streets. If we're able to successfully negotiate or wipe out their force, it will count as a win. What do we know about her? Every warlord works independently. Alright then, let's get the mission. Cool. So there's Slagga Smash or Southie Strut. I have never seen this before, so this is going to be brand new to me. We'll be running it after the Craven Dust Up, but this is cool. This will be a new experience for me. I'm very excited about this. So, of course, Cyber Knight is required. 300k. It's due in 2 days. He's going to detox in time, thankfully. We're going to let the detox be done, and then we're going to start planning his mission. We're going to put people on the bench, and then after this mission, we're going to have the other stuff going on. I can push this back if I need to, I suppose, but let's have him finish detoxing. How'd you do, by the way? He only got -1, sadly. That's unfortunate, so he's probably going to limit break, which is going to be too bad, but it is what it is. Alright, so this mission's due. Who's the squad? Who's going on the squad, basically, right? So mission planning, we've bought the gold key, we don't need the matrix nuke, we bought this, which is fine. Reveals node locations on current host, okay. So the mercs are going to deploy. Obviously the Cyber Knight goes. He's stressed, but we're still going to run him. Actually, if he gets shot, it's bad. I'm going to change him out, actually. I want him to be available for the mission so I can run it. So, less, Osbos, a sniper, and then probably... It's either Saucy or Hades, I would guess. I think it's reasonable. Bullfrog's deck is hurt. It's fine, though. Okay, this will be the squad. I'll gear them up off recording just because I'll just move things around to figure it out. But this will be the squad. We're on the mission, and I'll see you there. Bye-bye.